Hey guys, let me show you how I make my oatmeal. I make it where I can drink it. I don't feel like having your normal oatmeal today, so what I'm going to do is turn the stove on. I'm putting a quarter to a half a cup of water in the pot. I'm going to be adding like a cup and a quarter of milk. Let me get this open. Make it impossible. So while that's heating up, I'll open this up. So basically, I'm not always in the mood to have a chunky oatmeal where you sit at a table and you eat it with a spoon. I like to have a nice, creamy, smooth oatmeal that's liquidy and so delicious. So I'm going to put like a cup and a half of milk. Let's see. All right, so I do have a cup and a half of milk here. Like I said, a quarter to a half a cup of water here. Let me just take, I'm going to just throw in a dash of salt. Just a dash. I'm going to be adding my milk to it. Now I want this to stay cold because what I've taken and done is I've put my oatmeal through this little mini food processor and I ground it up as fine as I could get it. Let's get this off. Now for this, I'm going to be using like a half a cup of the powder mix of the ground up oats that I did. So let's see if I measure it for you. It could be more or less, but usually that's like a half a cup there. So I'm going to put that there. And as you could see, I'm not putting the whole thing. So maybe that was 1/3 of a cup. Now my mission in making this is to have it be nice and creamy and not without that side of mess there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some sugar. You put sugar to your taste. You use whatever substitute you like and add it to your cream and oatmeal mixture. And this really comes up quickly. To that we're going to be adding a dash of ground cloves. Now guys, if you haven't tried adding cloves to your oatmeal, you really don't know what you're missing. It's delicious. So it's cold and it's icy outside, so I want something warm, soothing, and satisfying. So this is it. Now, this you can also make it in the blender. So what you would do is you would make this. You wouldn't have to process the oatmeal in a mini chopper there. You would just put it normal. Put it in your blender and you would liquefy it there as well. But like I said, this is creamy, it's warm, it's very tasty, it's satisfying, and on those cold days that you want something comforting, this is the perfect oatmeal drink to make. And also, I used to make this eons ago, more than 30 years ago, where I would put an egg yolk into it with some whiskey and the cooked avena, oatmeal. And you would put this in the blender and you would make what's called a ponche. So the ponche is like, you get a little protein, you get a little kick of whiskey in it, and it's supposed to make you feel better, whatever. I never had it. I made it, but I never had it. It's not my cup of oatmeal, if you get my meaning. So anyway, yeah, you could do that. Some people might want to try that out there. And this comes up really quickly. And like I said, it's creamy. It's delicious. And if you don't like chunky oatmeal, or if you don't like how your mom or your grandma makes your oatmeal, try this. It's just ground cloves, cinnamon, the oatmeal ground up, some milk, and you can't go wrong. This is delicious. This is coming up. Let's see. All right, so this to me, it's on the, I could have probably used a little bit more of the oatmeal in here, but it's still gonna be just as delicious, and I'll show you what I do with it. It's pretty much done. So I'll cover my milk. I'll get my cup. Nice big cup of delicious oatmeal. Look at this. Just perfect for 1 cup. Now, I'll take that. Put this on top, a little cinnamon, canela, clavos molido, ground cloves, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of milk, and you have this delicious, creamy, delicious oatmeal that's heartwarming, satisfying, and very creamy. As it cools off, it'll thicken up as well. So I hope you've liked this little tutorial on how I made my avena cremosa. And like I said, you could do this exact same thing in the blender, and you wouldn't have to grind up your oats like I did in the little mini food processor. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this. If you think you're going to try it, let me know what you think, especially if you have finicky kids who don't like oatmeal. There's like, blah, make it creamy, delicious, something that they can hold in a cup and give it to them. And trust me, who's not going to love it? Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial and you try it at home. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me questions and comments. And don't forget to smash that bell so you can get my notifications. Thank you for watching.